It's time for the first annual Totally Contrived Amazing International Noodle Off.
Let's talk about that.
Good mythical morning.
Noodles, they're everywhere. You run into them, and then you eat them, and then you think there should be a noodle off on your internet show.
Well, it kind of hit us that there are so many types of noodles in the world that you can have in so many different types of cuisine. Wouldn't it be fun yet stupid to try to figure out what's the best noodle in the world?
Now, there's lots, as I've established, but we have narrowed it down to 5 that's going to be in our noodle off that we have contrived, designed.
We haven't, this isn't only noodles that we've considered. We considered all noodles.
Every noodle.
We started with a list of, how many was it, like 30 to 40 different types of noodles?
500.
And then based on a number of different criteria, we narrowed it down to these 5 that we're gonna test now for you. What do we have here, Link?
The classic spaghetti. And then we've got ramen noodles.
And we've got the very big and sheet-like lasagna.
What is this called? Spiral? Spiral pasta?
Fusilli.
The rice noodles.
Rice noodles, which
are white.
Rubbery, I like that.
The first criteria, we're gonna go through all these with each one, and we are going to each individually score them. You can score at home. You have time to do that.
Yeah, get your pad and pen out.
What's the first one?
Attractiveness.
Attractiveness.
How attracted are we to these noodles?
And then we're gonna go with slurpability and taste.
Okay.
And then we are going to grand finale this thing with wall stickability. Let's both start with
Spaghetti.
spaghetti.
Oh, it is attractive.
It looks good. I'm bored by this. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10
What?
in appearance.
It could be a wig. It looks like a world that I can dive into. A stringy,
What do you give it?
smelly world. 4.
All right, then we got ramen. Brings back memories of camping.
It's got a curl to it.
I'm giving this an 8.
Okay, you give it an 8. I give it a 6.
All right, give me that lasagna action.
Oh, look at
Now,
this.
this is hefty.
Now I feel like I could wrap myself up into this. I want to put it around my face.
Just,
I want to put it around my neck.
what am I judging? Appearance? What is this called?
I give it a 10. Just because of that right there.
Because you can turtleneck it. That's not a proper use of the noodle.
I think that lasagna is going to suffer in other categories, so I'm
5.
giving it a 10.
5. We got the fusilli.
Now this
spiral.
Look at this.
This is pretty.
It's like DNA. This is what Watson and Crick were eating when they were like, "Oh, it's a spiral, it's a helix."
Okay, 10.
Yeah,
Easily a 10.
I give this a 10 also.
And this right here is so, wow, dainty and amazing.
This is very hair-like.
It looks like something if it was in the ocean, it'd really sting you. I'll just go with an even 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3.
Now we move on to the second phase of this riveting extravaganza
I'm having a
Noodle
blast.
Championship, which is slurpability and taste. You gotta slurp to taste.
Why does slurpability have to do with taste?
Because it's texture related to noodles. It's very important that you can slurp it. It's part of the experience of a noodle. Who's with me? Thank you. So you slurp it and then you eat it. Now I would recommend going low.
And these are just unflavored noodles, people. I mean, this is like, what does this noodle taste like on its own?
I think what I just did wasn't pleasant to watch.
Yeah, I'm glad we don't eat pasta together on a regular basis.
Slurping is dangerous, by the way.
I can't get it to slurp.
I give it a slurpability of 7 and a taste of, I'm gonna give that an 8.
Slurpability, I'm gonna go with 8. Taste, I'm gonna go with 5. Ramen?
How is this? I don't think this is slurpable at all.
You can't say that ramen is by far the most slurpable pasta because you're eating it out of a bowl when you eat it, and it's like this. You're like stuffing in your mouth. I mean, your slurpability test is quite ridiculous, might I add.
It's not moving.
No one takes one string and sucks it in, unless they broke their jaw.
I give this a slurpability of 3, and I give it a taste of 1 because it makes me taste survival.
I give it a taste of 2, but I gave it a slurpability of 10. Lasagna. See if you can slurp this big boy.
Help it out a little.
Nobody eats pasta like this. You're getting gosh. All right. No, 0 slurpability. But you can eat it like a sandwich. 10. That tastes incredible.
Slurpability of 0, taste of 4.
FUSILLI.
Now, these are kind of short. There's not going to be much slurp to this, but I would recommend getting it wet first. And then.
Oh, you spit! Oh, time out! You spit on my finger right when it was next to my face.
There's something on your hand. Really?
Yeah. Oh. It's
Social
okay.
timeout?
It's okay. I'm totally fine with it.
Good. We're following through.
All right.
Here we go.
You can't slurp this without corkscrewing it. Oh, look at that.
Just did.
Okay, whatever. Slurpability 6. It corkscrewed right in there. Look.
Slurpability 1. It's too short to be slurpable. It's just like inhaling. It's in there.
And taste 8.
Taste 5.
You don't like pasta. That's the highest score you've given for taste, is it not?
I think it needs sauce or something.
All right, and slurpability of.
Oh goodness, look at this.
I'm not. Listen, you need to. Don't take one noodle. Don't be that guy. You don't eat that like this. You eat it like this. And you shovel it in your mouth.
Probably looking at open wounds would be less gross than watching a slurp.
Taste
noodles.
1. That is horrible. I think you have to have something on these.
Oh, taste is bad.
Yeah. Taste 1. Slurpability. I think you have to basically give it the same score as ramen. I give it a 10 on slurpability.
Taste on its own 0. Slurpability, I think it's 9.
Now we're moving into the last phase of our test, and that is the stickability test. Could we bring in the glass, please?
Sneeze guard in place. Boom. There is glass in front of us now.
Don't be
I guess
alarmed.
you can see some sort
We're going to be throwing things at you.
The reason why we're doing this is because this is how you know that noodles are done, but you also want to know it also needs to be fun and satisfying when you do it.
When you cook with these noodles, you should have the experience of being able to throw them at something. The wall.
Well, didn't stick, but I'll give it a few more tries.
I know that this spaghetti has to stick. There's definitely some stickability here. Ramen's got some stickability. It's kind of balling up as you. Oh, look at that.
Time to go for the big daddy.
Oh.
Dude, be careful. It did not stick. Might as well be just throwing noodles at your audience.
Okay.
Oh, we are making a mess.
No stickability.
Well, I don't know if that's technically stuck or if it's just being draped. It's got some drapeability.
There's some stickability there.
Okay, so fusilli has a 0 stickability. We all know that. Lasagna has a 0 stickability.
Spaghetti and ramen, I'm gonna give them both a 8 for stickability. The rice noodles, I'm going to give a 6 for stickability.
I believe in this. I give it a 7. I give spaghetti a 10. Ramen a 9. Coming in last place with 29 points, we have lasagna.
That's just not fair.
Sorry, lasagna, you can't stick to anything. You're really heavy.
Great. You're beautiful.
Just because you can make yourself into a turtleneck doesn't make you a good noodle. Coming in next to last place, tied, we have fusilli and rice noodles.
That's it. This could demonstrate a scientific concept.
They each have 40 points. So, we're down to the last 2. That's ramen and spaghetti. We should announce the winner, not the loser.
And now, the undisputed noodle champion of the entire universe, the noodle that you wish you were eating right now and every time that you eat noodles, because we have scientifically proven it to be the best noodle ever. With 52 points, it's spaghetti.
Congratulations, spaghetti. She should win something.
Oh, yeah, she should. How about a song?
We're going to sing a song to spaghetti as the winner. What were you going to say?
You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Logan, and I'm from Hurricane, West Virginia, and it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Here she spins. That's right. Click through to Good Mythical More while we serenade spaghetti. But first, how are we going to end this episode?
Bug loose in the studio.
Hey, you know
Don't move.
What?
Get in your chair. Get in your chair. Feet in your chair. Feet in your chair. All the way up. See right there?
Oh. It's the bug that I kept in something. He's out. He's loose.
You been keeping him?
Yeah. I never thought he'd get out. But now that he's loose, I'm glad you got me on this chair.
What was the purpose?
Observations, man. I'm doing a science experiment. But he's loose now.
What are you trying to test?
You think he's going to be able to get up here?
What are you trying to test?
If the bug can get loose.
You are the best noodle in the world.